when the security of business is for IT graduates, then what is the requirement or need for learning this security for e-business by business administration students? That's going to be a common question from most of the students. See here, whatever we are going to learn, the security for e-business is with the perspective of your business as well as your client's viewpoint. So, what and all the expectations your organization might be having with respect to the information technology, and at the same moment of time, your client's expectation from your organization to safeguard their information. Correct? So, let us begin the session with the thought process very clearly as like into the e-business platform. Yes, we need to provide a proper amount of security, otherwise, yes, majority of the information will be unveiled or revealed to the public. That is not to be acceptable. Correct? So, with this note, let us begin the session. So, today we are discussing about e-commerce securities or also risk involved in e-payment activities. Yes, of course, this is one of the 14 marks, very important question for your final examination, and probably it is going to be one of the very important step also for your next 4 decades of time when you're going to occupy your entrepreneurial activities with respect to e-business. Okay, so almost 3 sessions required for this to understand. Anyway, so let us begin today's session with the 6 dimensions, or else we can also call this as such like the precautionary measures supposed to be taken care by future managers, supposed to be taken care by e-commerce companies. With that particular thought process, let us start learning about 6 dimensions. The first dimension here is about integrity. So the question is going to get raised by most of the students here as such like, sir, actually, I'm running with all the amount of integrity where probably I'm not going to reveal any kind of information of my client. Um, Maybe you're hurting me with all these kind of words. You're questioning me, my ethical viewpoints. No. Here, 100% sure might be you are maintaining your data as well as database of your clients with a proper amount of integrity. Maybe you are unveiling, we are not at all blaming, but the things are going to come into the risk viewpoint as such like probably any of those kind of packets with viruses that is being sent to your system, probably that itself is going to be like a hacker where it is going to hack all your data. Correct? So integrity is very important. As much you are securing your client's information in your mindset, where you are not ready to reveal that, but your database, your system, is it being protected? That's biggest question mark. Sir, I do have antivirus in my computer. No, antivirus also is one of that particular application, or else maybe one of the operating system where it is supporting your software applications from few of the ready-made available viruses. Correct? But hackers, whether they are going to keep on hacking your system with those existing viruses, that's the biggest question now. Correct? So integrity is one of the a major kind of process where every one of us need to keep in our mindset how we are going to protect our system with respect to the database. Then a second point is about non-repudiation. So non-repudiation is a legal term in the sense a rejection of notice. That is a legal term. Under business regulations, maybe law students they are going to learn this terminology, non-repudiation. How come it is applicable to us? Yes, prevention against one party denying to accept the agreement, or else rejecting those kind of agreement of unveiling the data of your clients. So what it happens actually in case if I'm going to agree for this? Yes, sir. See, when the transaction is going to take place, assume that you are one of the XYZ company where you're offering all the amount of items as such like groceries, electronic items, electrical items, probably even about mobile phones. So you're into many of the segments. Assume that it's one of the examples. And every month, your client is buying some of the groceries, some of the medicines, some of those kind of electronic or electrical items once in a year, twice in a year, correct? Is buying regularly from your XYZ e-commerce platform itself. What and all information might be available? Maybe his name, address, gender, then furthermore his debit card, credit card details, UPI transaction details, correct? Many things. What happens in case if you are not going to accept those kind of agreements, or also if you are taking up initiative for non-repudiation, if you are not taking up initiative for non-repudiation, what happens furthermore? Maybe some other company they are going to make use of data ready-made available, and they may go for making any kind of misuse of those credit card details, or else maybe about those debit card details, UPI payments. Maybe your address can be made utilized for any of the reason. Huge amount of database, correct? So it is one of the responsibility of e-commerce company for taking up initiative for non-repudiation, rejection of unveiling the data. So you're getting a point clearly. Okay. Then the third point is about authenticity, authentication of data source. So majority of the students they are going to mention here as like, sir, my database is so authenticated that probably I'm taking up initiative with respect to collection of data personally from all my clients, and all these data are authenticated. Sir, why this is very much essential for e-commerce security details or else risk involved? What happens in case if any of the client is going to give his false information? Yeah, that's a point comes into the mindset here with respect to the e-commerce platform. Okay, see, authentication of data source, it is maybe acting as such like negligible when a client is purchasing groceries or else maybe electronic gadgets or else any kind of. Okay, but when it comes to the medicines part, data should be so authenticated. Maybe in case if you are going to sell it off, some of the medicines which are harmful to the health without the doctor's prescription, what happens? The client or clients, any of the relatives, they can sue against your company. You're getting a point clearly. How much this authentication of data sources is very important. Correct? That's one of the simple example what I have quoted here with respect to showcasing the importance of this authenticity. Correct? Then the next point is about confidentiality, protection against unauthorized data disclosure. Sir, anyways, I do have that non-repudiation. In the sense, I'm not unveiling any kind of data to any of the third party. Then how come this confidentiality again? I need to keep it with me. Yes, sir. Some of the particular layers in your organization, when you want to call this as a hierarchy. Okay, so one of the particular hierarchy is maintaining that IT or also even artificial intelligence. Okay, so assume that somebody has booked a ticket uh, to his native place, for example, from Bangalore to Mysore. Okay, and when he is frequently booking his tickets, you'll be taking up that particular database and keeping it ready. And you, as according to your prediction, during the time of festival seasons, he is booking up his tickets, bus tickets. Okay, so at least before 10 days of the next festival comes, you need to send a pop-up message to him stating that yes, your tickets are available. You're most welcome for booking your ticket. Correct? So who's going to do all those things? Maybe your organization only. Correct? But here it is so mandatory that IT department is taking care of artificial intelligence in the sense that information should be freezed only with IT department. That should not be revealed to any other departments, even into your organization. That is very, 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 very important task. Hope so. Now you are realizing the fact behind the differences between non-repudiation and confidentiality. Okay, so you need to protect that data. By chance, also that data should be unveiled to any of those. Correct? Then the next point is about privacy. So all these things look similar: non-repudiation, confidentiality, privacy looks so similar. Yes, sir. The provision of data control and disclosure. The things are going to be most important here. As such, like when you are going to maintain some of that particular data, so privacy is very, very important. Sometimes you should not reveal the name of the client. You should not go for revealing those credit card details of the client. Correct? Even might be you are giving the information to IT department only of your own. From whom you have gathered that important? From the marketing team. Correct? Because they were involved in the sales. So from marketing department to IT department, what and all information supposed to be given, and from IT department to artificial intelligence, that big data analysis, what and all information supposed to be saved, and what and all information supposed to be deleted before you are going to upload that data into the artificial intelligence system. That you need to take care very properly. That's the point where I have mentioned it very clearly as such, like okay, credit card details supposed to be deleted. That column itself is supposed to be deleted. Correct? Name of that client supposed to be deleted. Okay, delete that. So you're understanding the reality associated here. Correct? Because your privacy is very very important with respect to that database, where that database, by chance if it is getting misused anywhere, ultimately that is going to be harmful to your venture. Then the last point is about availability, prevention against data delays or removal. Yes sir, some of the informations are very very important to your departments for the purpose of e-commerce activities. Assume that email IDs as well as even mobile numbers both are required, where you can send the pop-up messages, you can go for giving the informations to your clients, you can go for mentioning some of those kind of audited statements to your clients. Maybe you can go for expressing some of the viewpoints to your clients. Correct? So as much you are giving importance to the privacy, even you have to give importance to availability also. In the sense, what and all it is supposed to be availed so that we can productively make utilize, and should not be labeled as such like misutilized. You understand everything clearly? Okay. Assume that you're going to delete the column of credit column details and probably the personal details. Okay, that is acceptable. If you're going to delete the column of that email IDs also, if you're going to delete the column of those mobile numbers, alternative mobile numbers also, correct? So maybe your e-commerce may not be able to get succeed because you may not able to feed the information to your clients completely, correct? So in big data analysis, you need to maintain a good amount of recording system, correct? Right, sir. So with this note, we could able to complete the first session out of 3 sessions for the topic e-commerce securities or risks involved in the e-payment system. Thanks to everyone.